washed everybody. Sinners, they going to hell. I never said they were going to hell. I said he washed everybody. I want to mess you up a little bit. Buddhists, Satanists, atheists, Muslims, people of the Islamic faith, all those people are covered by the blood of Jesus. That'll be sure up right there. They all got the blood of Jesus on, whether they believe in him or not. They got the blood of Jesus on them. Every last one of them. When Jesus died, he died for the whole world. Guess what? He didn't just die for the generation that was there at the time. Every child that would be born from here on out, he died for them. The one act of obedience by him to the Lord, he died for the world, and everybody in the world was covered by his blood. Amen? Amen. So what if we trusted God? We look at the story of Job, and Job has gone through so much. See, we always talk about what happened, why he lost his stuff and all his kids and all this stuff. But if you read on in the chapter, he gets accused of wickedness. He gets all this stuff is going on. People talking about him, saying he must have sinned against God, and he loses his integrity. All these people are starting to strip him of his character. They're starting to give him a bad name. Have you ever gone through that in your life where you have one little problem and people start saying, well, she must have did something that she wasn't supposed to do, or maybe God did something in her life because she did a sin. Have you ever gone through where people are talking about you and saying, maybe she did something wrong. Maybe she out of the will of God. Maybe she ain't doing just following it. She being disobedient. Some of y'all have said that about other people in this room, but we ain't gonna go there. And so you go through your life, and Job is going through people talking about it, other preachers talking about it, other prophets talking about it, saying he must be in sin. Amen. All this stuff going on. Now we focus on all the possessions he lost. Think about that. He lost friends. Everybody thought he was cursed. And people started not hanging around. Now don't you think God would step in at some point and go, man, it's a lot going on. At this point, Satan ain't even doing that no more. Satan initiated one thing, and the reaction was his wife. You need to curse God and die. What's your problem, Job? Don't you understand that God don't love you? Job looking at her like, woman, get out my face, you foolish woman. Men, are you married men? Don't ever call your wife foolish unless you tell you to curse God. That's the one time you do it. Call her foolish. Foolish. Amen. Some of y'all call people foolish all the time. Some of y'all wouldn't need to be called foolish. Look, y'all mad at me right now. Anyway, I ain't got to go home with you. You go home by yourself. Anyways, but Job goes through all that stuff. He loses friends. He loses people who are talking about him. He has to maintain integrity, and when he really wants to go off and people saying this about him, you ever been in that place where people talking about it and you really just want to snap on them, you know what I'm saying? You want to go on it, but you still got to remain in integrity. Job was going through all this time, 40 chapters. God is not saying a word to Job, and he is going through his life, and the Lord is not saying one word. He initiated it with Satan and didn't say one word, never stepped in, never did anything. And now for me, that right there, if I was going through all this stuff, I would begin to say, God, where are you? something must be wrong. Maybe I did do something wrong. But Job is going through his life. He's saying, no, I'm going to trust in God. You know what? Yeah, and they talking about him. They saying this and that. He's like, no, it's not true. I'm trusting in God. And they say, well, God don't love you no more, this and that. And he's going through all this stuff. And he has never lost his trust in God. What if we had to live like that? See, we can't make it 2 days without feeling like God is saying something to us. Amen. We can't make it 2 days without feeling like I'm blessed. What if for 2 days you was not feeling blessed and everything was going wrong? Car breaking down and kids getting on your nerves and then family members dying, you know what I'm saying? 2 days, you got all this stuff going on. And Job is going through this stuff, and it's just a mess after mess after mess after mess, over and over, something happening, somebody talking about him, this and that, all this stuff going on, and Job still trusting in the Lord. What I'm trying to get you to understand is no matter what is going on in your life, you have to trust in God. What if he really was the head of your life? You would understand that if God really was the head of your life, everything in your life, good, bad, ugly, whatever, crap, I don't care, God is in control. Yeah. Somebody say in control. In control. Well, I'm going through, and I just don't want to be, this joker getting on my nerves. He must not be sent from God. What if he was? This job may not be from God. They getting on my nerves. The Lord is supposed to be giving me a new job. What if it is from God? See, what we do is we abort missions in the middle of it. God has sent you to a job that you hate right now, and you ain't found your purpose on it, and you get sitting there and you hate it and you quit. And God has said, I sent you there for a purpose. I had you there for a reason. You failed to get the reason. You failed to accomplish the purpose. So now you was there frustrated. And if you would just listen to me and prayed and fasted and been there and understood while I had you there, why you was there, you wouldn't be struggling financially. I don't know why I'm struggling financially. You had a job that was from God, you quit it because you was mad.
Amen.
So the only other option is to struggle financially. Unless you retiring, you ain't got no money, so what you quitting for?
That's right. Amen.